What it means, my fellow Americans, is that we see the same failures of government, yet there are not 100,000 Americans that are willing to stand here and take action with you. Our neighbors who are not here are working people who suffer the same taxation that redistributes their wealth. Our neighbors choose to accept unconstitutional taxation of their labor to fund those who choose not to labor. You are a slave when you are forced into service by anyone. The government today is your master. Our neighbors who are not here share a common apathy, a lack of concern. They don't know or simply do not care. I'm reminded of the Thomas Paine quote, "The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will in this crisis shrink from the service of his country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman." Many would have you believe that we were given a democracy to maintain until failure. Democracy, historically, is the precursor to socialism. I quote, "Democracy, while it lasts, is more bloody than either aristocracy or a monarchy. Remember, democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. There is never a democracy that did not commit suicide." John Adams. Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government. Adams, Madison, Jefferson, Washington, Franklin, and Hamilton all agreed we must have our nation, give our nation a constitutional republic so that the people would be free to govern themselves. They laid out what they saw would be used as always our light back to the freedom of the people, the United States Constitution. Taking me a minute here. Fellow citizens, I'm going to ask you if you'll just take a minute, close your eyes, and share with me, with your minds and your hearts, a conversation. I ask you to think of the battles that have taken so many Americans, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. Think of Washington's brave soldiers as they crossed the icy Delaware on December 25th, 1776. See the visions of a brother fighting a brother during the Civil War. See the visions of Americans charging the beaches in World War II. Imagine seeing the man in front of you knocked down by Nazi machine gun fire, yet Americans charged on. See the frozen dead bodies of Americans in the frozen Korean tundra. Remember that Red China aided the North Koreans. See the vision of the brave soldiers marching into the jungles of Vietnam. Each round fired was paid for by the communist Red Chinese. See the vision of a young American Marine entering a cave in Afghanistan. This young Marine knows Al-Qaeda terrorists are inside. He does not retreat, he leads the charge. He loses his life to destroy those that would harm America. Think of the courage of an American soldier as he walks the same street of Baghdad where just the day before, 4 of his comrades were killed by an IUD. America has always offered her best for the freedom of others. Each time we stood together as Americans, no party, no economic division, no racial divide. Americans united by a common cause, liberty, freedom, and independence. You can open your eyes now. My fellow Americans, our nation stands on the brink of socialist rule. I am not a fearmonger. I have studied socialist governments. I understand how they come to exist. Private corporations are now being run by your government. Your government regulates your every move. Your wealth is stolen from you to fund corrupt banks. Your labor is given to those who choose not to labor. Fiat currency is being printed by the Federal Reserve. The primary holder of our national debt is communist Red China. A socialist healthcare system will now force each of us to fund abortion. Against the will of the American people, government moves ever closer to socialist rule. We must not be divided by political parties. We must stand united. We must stand as Americans. We, the American people, grant power to government. This is your nation. It is your duty to stand against government rule. The blood of patriots cries out from the grave. Stand up, speak out, reclaim your freedom by performing your civic duty. Vote. Join the Southwest Louisiana Tea Party. America needs Americans. American patriots who will take action every day to restore our United States Constitution. Allow the members of this movement to assist you with direction. God bless the efforts of the Southwest Louisiana Tea Party. God bless each of you here today, and God bless my United States of America.